any Jews that managed to go over. They were sure that they snuck over. So imagine, we are under the bed, and we hear the Germans screaming, "Get out! Come on out! Halt! Stop!" And they went into the gardens, and some were even on trees and under the houses. So who got them out? The German shepherds. You know, if they wouldn't come out, they would let the German shepherds in and take them out, and they killed them right on the spot. So can you imagine, the Polish lady was scared, and she came to the bedroom, and she looked down at the bed. She said, "Girls, you must leave because I'm scared. You hear what they are doing. They'll come to the house, and they'll find you here. They'll kill you and me too for having you here." So we went from under the bed, and my sister was the spokeswoman. She said, "So where are we going? Because it's curfew time, and they're going to kill us if they see somebody moving. Nobody should be moving." And she said, "I'll tell you, the Germans don't know about outhouses." How many of you know about outhouses? Not very many, you see. They know that this is a horrible, stinky place, and they didn't think that anybody can be in an outhouse. So that's why the lady told us to go to the outhouse, and then she said, in the morning you can take the train, and there is not far away another ghetto. So we listened to her. We went, you know, the outhouse very small, and there was never a cover on the hole. My sister sat on the hole, I sat on her lap, and we were shaking like leaves, so couldn't cry either. We were really scared, and we heard the Nazis with the Germans nearby. Why do you think the German shepherd didn't come to discover us in the outhouse? Yes? Yes, you're very right. Because it was smelling all the way around. So we're safe again because of the smell. And in the morning it was quiet, so we took the train. It wasn't too far to the other ghetto. And in the other ghetto, there were no fences, was very small, and no Germans watching it. So we were there with the family, and you know how we slept. We sat against the wall in our clothes. We had no changes. And they gave us a little bit of food. They shared. That was one good thing. And then at daytime, there was a little, not a river, it was a little flow of water, what do you call a stream. And you could jump over it. So we always try to be at daytime near the stream so we can jump over to the Polish side if needed. And that's what we did for 2 weeks. And then we heard the same story. The Nazis are coming tomorrow to resettle us. What does resettling mean? Kill us. So my sister said, "Let's jump over this stream." And we went to a first farmer, and not too far it was. And she was the spokeswoman. She knocked at the door. A man came out, and she said, "We are 2 Jewish sisters. Could you please save us?" He said, "Sure, come to my barn." You know how a barn is too, with pigs and horses and chickens and all that. So it wasn't very, very nice and fresh smelling. But we didn't care as long as he took us in. And he made a ledge from the wall when he put the pig for the animals. And a ladder was there to go up. So he told us to go up and go to the very end where nobody should see our faces because he had workers. So we did that. Can you imagine, we stayed there 2 days and 2 nights. He didn't come and give us any food. On the 3rd day, but we were not hungry because when you're scared, everything closes. You cannot eat, really. So we didn't feel hunger at all because we didn't eat. So we didn't need to go to the bathroom either. So he comes on the 3rd morning, when curfew was over. He goes up on the ladder. "Hey girls, you must leave. I'm scared to keep you any longer." What do? You have to leave. So we went down, and I said to my sister, half crying, I said, "So where are we going now? You know, I went through an awful lot already." And she said, "We are going to go back to our city," because she had bigger friends, Polish friends, than I did. So maybe some of the friends will keep us. So we on the train and I'm shaking. And I grabbed my hands not to shake. And I didn't look like this. I just looked like this. And the train started, and a Polish woman says to my sister, she took her as Polish and me as Jewish. She had bluer eyes and a different nose and high cheeks. So she was a little different. She looked more Polish than I did. And she said to her, "What are you doing with the Jewish kid?" About me. "You probably get a lot of money to save her." And my sister said quietly in Polish, "Get out." We went out from the compartment and waited until the first stop came. And it wasn't long, and it came. And we went down from the train, and the train went away, and she said to me, my sister Rachel, "We cannot be together anymore because they know you as Jewish and me as Polish, so both of us will die." So I started crying again. "So where am I going?" And she said, "Let's go to the camp. Remember I told you we're my brother, sister, and brother-in-law." We really marched back. It was a straight way to go to the farm, to the camp they were. And the Nazis did not, we knew that from before. They didn't watch the gates at all. So we opened the gates and we went to the kitchen where my sister was because my brother was at work. They came home when it was already dark. So she said to my sister, Tamara was her name, the one that knew German so perfectly. And she said, "You have to keep Voirala," that was my Jewish name, "because I can't keep her anymore. They recognize her as Jewish and not me, so both will die. I'll die as a Polish girl, and she'll die as a Jewish girl. And I'll leave in the morning," she said. And that's what she did. She left in the morning, and I slept with my brother near the wall on a third tier of the bunk bed. I couldn't go out the daytime. They couldn't see an 11-year-old child. After all, there were 400 men at work. And my brother was the manager of the food and paid supplies what they need.